Hi, this is Jim with klixNflix, and I wanted to put together this brief message just so I could go over a few key details concerning your consideration as to whether or not you might want to pick up that phone and give me a call so we can talk about your marketing, in particular your video marketing. Now, real quick at this point, I like to point out the difference between passive and active marketing. Passive, that being like how-to videos, testimonial videos. There's a whole lot of different types. And then there's active marketing, which is more like a paid ad where you are offering a coupon or a discount or some kind of an incentive to get people to do business with you. Those are two different animals. And when I say marketing, a lot of people just think about the active marketing, but there's so much passive marketing that you can do nowadays on the internet with all of our social media platforms and so forth. It's important to point out marketing is bigger than just ads. Now, my background is mainly in sales of all different types, business to business, retail sales, and a whole bunch of other stuff, but also some marketing. And in addition to that, as a serious long-time videographer / photographer hobbyist. And I got started in that about 35 years ago when I started playing around with a VHS camcorder. And as the technology changed over time, I would just get the latest technology. So I went from VHS to high 8, then from high 8 to mini DV, starting with a consumer grade, then I got a 3-chip camera. And then from there I got into DSLR, and I'm on my third camera now, which is a Canon 90D, and that allows me to do 4K video. And then I got serious about it roughly 20 years ago when I made a couple of feature-length documentaries. And that was just a wealth of experience, and in particular on the editing side of things. So that's when I first got into my real serious editing software, and since then I've been on a few different platforms and have kept up with all the latest changes in the technology. Over the past few years I've been polishing my skills, acquiring new skills, and also updating equipment and whatnot. And so we're talking lighting, microphones, all kinds of other accessories and gadgets. And so putting all that together, I now have the equipment, the experience, and the knowledge so that I could put together some pretty high quality content for you. Now, in addition to all that, I'm also a longtime Lee Summit resident, and I'm looking for just a handful of local advertisers who see the value in putting a little bit more of their resources into the video side of their marketing. A good amount of my work is done out and about, out in the field, but of course the editing is done in my home in a space that I have set aside for that purpose. I also have a little bit of a studio, so to speak, which is where I'm at right now. But I do that out of my duplex, which I own, which is not far from the downtown Lee Summit area. I live in one half of my duplex and then I rent out the other half. By working out of my home, what that does is it allows me to save on expenses, which means I can work for you at a pretty reasonable rate. My proposal to you is very simple, and that is that we get together and see if we can have a meeting of the minds and see if we can find a few simple, smaller projects to work on and work through those. And then once we get to that point, evaluate how it went, and if you're still feeling comfortable, we move forward with bigger projects. If this is making sense to you up to this point, I suggest you just go ahead and reach out so we can get that initial consultation taken care of. And with that, I'm just going to stop talking so you can give me a call. Thanks for watching.